These Oregon youth share experience coming out as transgender.
Very difficult process for me.
But each has a different journey. 13-year-old Emma told her parents when she was 5.
Saying, I am a girl, I'm your daughter, I am not a boy.
13-year-old George at age 9.
I always kind of knew, my parents always kind of knew.
And 16-year-old Amelia around 12.
Dad still doesn't quite understand it.
They knew who they are. But like many trans youth, they face disproportionate discrimination in the community and at school.
Writing my names on the walls of the gender-neutral bathroom, calling me slurs.
And they get all the questions.
Are you going to have surgery? Do you have a penis?
Really invasive things that would not be asked of somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not going to answer that because that's none of your business.
The impact is huge.
Beth Russell has been a school counselor for 17 years.
We've seen a huge increase in the students coming in talking about gender and gender identity.
And Beth made the tough choice to come out as non-binary at work.
What is that like for you?
Sometimes it's exhausting. Sometimes it's incredibly rewarding.
Beth helps all students, but through lived experience also offers unique visibility to trans youth and their families.
Parents don't want their kids' lives to be harder.
There's no pushed agenda or identity, just support for trans youth at significantly higher risk of depression and suicide.
A lot of times we're just surviving. We have to stop making this all about politics and rules and let it be about connection. It's not our job to discuss the validity of their identity. It's our job to love them.
Beth says a national flood of anti-LGBTQ laws and school board votes greatly impacts trans youth, often the targets.
We don't even get a say in that is entirely unfair.
It's not right.
For those looking up to you, what would your message be?
There's always going to be one person who's going to be there for you. I mean, you can't face this alone. You can't face the giant monster called gender identity without a companion.
I'm not trying to change what other people believe. I'm just asking to be treated with respect for who I am. I hope to continue to offer that message of hope and positivity.
Through the challenges and misunderstandings, they hold this close.
The pleasure of knowing who I am.
We are seeing some parent groups around Oregon working to prevent school districts from sharing lessons about gender identity, even though most kids find out who they are on their own, and science shows it's not a phase. A study published in the journal Pediatrics this year followed kids for 5 years between the ages of 3 and 12 who socially transitioned, and by the end of it, only 7.3% had retransitioned. So local experts are trying to increase that understanding for adults. The Transactive Gender Project at Lewis and Clark College just announced it will offer a new training certificate program.
Specifically focused on helping professionals that work with children and youth, provide them with the tools and the information and the history so that they can better serve the needs of these youth.
First in the nation, you said.
First in the nation. We think it's going to be a game changer.
That rolls out later this year, and we have more information about resources and ongoing efforts to suppress LGBTQ voices on KGW.com. Galen Etlin, KGW News.